Okay, guys, morning. How are you? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, please type in the chat to say I can hear you. If you can hear me speak right now, please type in the chat and say I can hear you. I just want to know if you guys can hear me. Okay, good. I see Adley, you can hear me. Where's Abatle? Abatle, where are you? Can you hear me, Abatle? Okay, great. That's amazing. I will need if possible, I'll need Vic for you to have a gadget so that when I ask you questions, you can respond. Because I'm going to be using the chat. So we'll be talking in the chat, okay? So make sure you are always ready to respond all the time. Right. Our first lesson is maths. So this is great for us because we are now able to record all our videos. And because we are now able to record all our videos, we can be able to use them. I'll make sure I post the moment the lesson finishes, so that if you want to use them, you can use them anytime. Right. We're going to continue with our work on angles. Okay. We're going to continue with our work. So I'm going to write, we know this is Cambridge Lower Secondary Mathematics. And we say stage 9. So if I ask a question, be ready to respond in the chat. I'm looking at the chat and I'll be using it to do. Now, here we are doing chapter 5. That is what we are continuing with. And chapter 5 is on angles. So we are doing chapter 5 and it is on angles. So Cambridge Lower Secondary Mathematics, chapter 5, angles. Right. So let's continue. What we are doing is I'm going to make you understand what we call the Pythagoras theorem. Today we're doing what we call the Pythagoras theorem. Right. Okay? The Pythagoras theorem. So basically, what it is about checking the relationship that we'll be having in a right angled triangle. We want to check the relationship. We want to be able to find a missing side on a right angled triangle. So for Pythagoras theorem, you are going to be having a right angled triangle. Okay? This is the only situation where this theorem is used. It's used for right angled triangles. And what you'll be having is you'll be having two sides and you'll be looking for the third one. I want you to listen closely. You will be having a triangle with this thing. We call it a right angle triangle. And they can give you two sides, 3 and 4. And then you can be asked to find the third side. Okay? You can be asked to find the third side. We can call this X, we can call this A, we can call this whatever. Whatever we're going to call it. So you'll be asked to find the third side. How do you do that? Well, let me teach you what Pythagoras theorem does. He says if you want to find the third side, what you must always do is, I'm going to put the Pythagoras theorem like this here and show you what it says in letters so that you can know what to do when you have numbers. So this is going to be, we can call this A, We can call this B. We can call this C. Whatever we call it, doesn't really matter. What will be happening is this. You should always look for the side that is opposite the right angle. So you go opposite the right angle, the corner of the right angle, you go opposite it. The side that you go to is going to be the largest side, and we call it hypotenuse. We call it hypotenuse. That is the only important side. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say we can hear you. Type in the chat if you can hear me. The hypotenuse is the only important side. The hypotenuse is the most important side. Not as the only important, but it's the most important side. What the hypotenuse does is the hypotenuse goes on its own side, and the rest will go on their own side. So this A and this C will go on their own side, and the hypotenuse will go on his own side. So it's going to be, how you do it is you say hypotenuse, which is B, so it'll be B squared, is equal to the other two sides, which is A squared plus C squared. This becomes the Pythagoras theorem. B is the hypotenuse. He must be alone. Then A and C will be together on the other side of the what? Of the equal sign. But what I want you guys to know is that you put everything as a squared, squared, squared. Okay, be sure to put everything as a squared, squared, squared. Put everything as a squared, squared, squared. Squared, squared. Okay, well done. I can now see you. Abatle, well done. I see you in the chat. So put everything as squared, squared, squared. Then now, this is what we call Pythagoras. Don't change it. This is Pythagoras theorem. Don't change it. Everything should be squared, squared, squared. But hypotenuse should be alone. In any question you do, hypotenuse should be alone. And the other two will be on their own side, and they'll be adding each other. Great. So now we can then be able to find the missing side. Whether it's hypotenuse or another side, it doesn't matter. We can still find it. So let's do it for this triangle here. This becomes our example number 1. The first and most important thing that you must be able to do is you must be able to look for the missing side by first writing the Pythagoras theorem itself. Should write the Pythagoras theorem. What does it say? Look for hypotenuse. So you are going to look for hypotenuse. Don't change the steps. Look for hypotenuse. Here it is. So this becomes my hypotenuse, the x. And what does it do? He goes on his own side. So it is x. And I'll say x squared is equal to the other two sides, which is 3 squared plus 4 squared. Okay, the other two sides. And then now you can continue to look for the missing side. I hope you are watching. In this step, I'll now ask you, who is the missing side? Who's the missing side? And you say, oh, the missing side is here, is the hypotenuse, the x. So we just find it. How you find it, you should take this 2 to the other side. So you end up having x. Okay. Give me a second. Good. You now end up having x. He remains alone. The squared is gone. Is equal to, when the squared goes to the other side, it becomes square root. So it becomes square root of everything that was there. Square root of everything. And now you can just find the answer. What would you do? You'd say square root, put in your calculator, press the square root button, then open brackets, you say 3 squared plus 4 squared, like that. The square root button, you say second function, then you press the button that says y to the x. That's how you get square root. Send me the pictures of your calculators in the group chat right now. Send me the pictures of your calculators so that I see them and I can tell you how to do them. Okay, great. Yes, you press second function. You press second function. Okay. You second function, then you press y to the x. Then you open your bracket and you say 3 squared plus 4 squared. Then you're going to get an answer. What is that answer is? Close and you say equal to. What is the answer going to be? Oh, great. Okay, yes, I see, Atle, I see your calculator. Well done. Yes, press this to put the square root. To put the square root, you say, to do square root, you say second function, then you say y to the x. It becomes square root. Then you open bracket, you say 3 squared plus 4 squared. Close is equal to. What will you get as your answer? What's the answer? Tell me what you get as your answer, please. Abate, what becomes the answer? Or Atle, guys, put it in the chat. What is the answer that you get in the calculator? Five. Well done. You get the answer of 5. Well done. I'm proud. So we keep doing more. We keep doing more. We're going to do example 2. Look at example 2. Make sure you write fast. Okay? Make sure you write fast. Remember, this is a Monday. We are back from a weekend. Surely you must have energy to write fast. Write with me. Don't let me move on alone then. Make sure you write fast because we don't have time. Right. Make sure you write with me. When I'm writing, you must be writing so that you can move with me. Right. So here we have the triangle, and it's like this. And this is 3.5. Then this is 5.2. And this is A centimeters. And they said find it. So, and they said find it. So what you're going to do now, remember the steps, don't change the steps. The side which is opposite the right angle, the corner, the side which is opposite is our hypotenuse. And when we write the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse should be alone. So you're going to say A squared. Okay, which is the hypotenuse, is going to be equal to the other two sides. 3.5 squared plus 5.2 squared. There we go. Which now means we will say to get A, because we have A squared. To get A, we'll take square to the other side. It becomes square root of 3.5 squared plus 5.2 squared. What is the A going to be? This time I want from you, Atle. What is the answer going to be now? Punch in your calculator, let's see. Tell me what the answer is going to be. Remember I said to put square root, you're going to say second function. Then you press the button which says y to the x. Then you're going to have square root sign. Then you open your bracket, you say 3.5 squared plus 5.2 squared, you close, then you say equal to. What answer do you get? $6.26. Well done. 6.26. That becomes the answer. Great. Now, here, let's move on. What we are now doing is, what if they give you something like this? Like this. What if they give you something like this? Actually, the line is not like this. The line is like this. Sorry. The line is like this. And they say this is 7.5 centimeters, 11.3 centimeters, and this is D, this is A, this is C, and this is B. Okay? And the question, calculate, okay, this is example 3, which now says, calculate the length of the diagonal of the diagonal AC. Calculate the length of the diagonal AC. Excuse me. Calculate the length of the diagonal AC. Which one is AC? It's this one. From A to C. It's this one from A to C. Well, what we are going to do is we'll see this triangle. Okay. So now we can see the triangle, and this is like a right angle. This is like a right angle. Now what we know is that opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. Don't choose your own hypotenuse, please. Let the triangle choose for you. This is what we are getting from the triangle. This is the hypotenuse from the triangle. We don't choose our own. This is the hypotenuse. And we say that hypotenuse is AC. So AC squared will be now equal to the other two. 7.5 squared plus 11.3 squared. Great job. Now we can now say to get AC, we take this squared to the other side. It becomes square root of 7.5 all squared plus 11.3 all squared. Put it inside brackets. Now tell me what answer you get here. What is the answer now for this thing? If you say open bracket, then you say 7.5 squared plus 11.3 squared, you close bracket, you say equal to. What is the answer for this one? What is the answer, guys? Albert Lee, what's the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? Albert Lee, what is the answer? Okay. 13.562. Okay, great. So this is amazing. I'm happy. This is the first version that I want you all to have of Pythagoras theorem. So now I'm going to give you questions. And I want you to do these questions. Then you're going to send me my assignment. So let's do that assignment and you're going to send me my assignment. You're going to send me my assignment. So let me do it. Here's the assignment. Use Pythagoras theorem to calculate the length of the hypotenuse of each triangle. Number one. Number two. Yeah. Number four. You do 7, 5, and then you find this D. Number 5. So this is like the last one. There we have. These are the 6 questions. I'm giving you 2 minutes to quickly jot them down. Finish. Okay, so this is it. This is the assignment questions. And that's it for maths. I'll send the link just now.